Hey, look, everybody's here. It's time yeah, let's go. Why am I attempting to waste time?
It's plain to see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of people have died. We can't stop now, though.
Don't.
I'm certain this trial will be the last one. I disagree.
Hey,
I guess.
Yeah.
but
True, it would end if everyone was dead.
Okay.
But also, that's stupid.
You're right.
okay.
Why is everybody just counting on me? You shouldn't do that. I don't ever do anything important, except all those times where I solve everything.
Come on, man.
I mean,
Huh?
wouldn't you get tense when you enter a trial that is going to determine whether or not me and multiple people die? Wouldn't that be something to get tense about? Wouldn't it also be tense when every motherfucker in this room's like, "Oh, man, what do you mean? Don't carry all the burden. I'm sorry, but you're throwing everything on me.
Huh?
You really don't get it.
I like that. Fuck you. We are gonna put the burden on him.
Well, you know. Huh?
Shut up.
Please don't.
Please don't glare at me like yeah.
Jeez.
Thank you, Maki Roll. Shut the fuck up.
Got it.
Alright, good.
Well,
How do you fuckers have anything to
believe in
say?
you.
In case you were
Luigi.
wondering from the start of this episode, KZ is very, very bored
thank you.
and would very much like to get to the part that actually matters. Hey, open it. Sorry. I have to enjoy myself every time there. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan, personally. Just not a big fan of the let's have a conversation with no
Let's
voice
do it.
acting before we go into the thing.
okay.
Because I'm like, whatever. And it's like, oh man, we gotta do it. It's like, yeah, I know we gotta do it. Let's just fucking get in the elevator. Fucking do it. You turn on your budget. The bear can say a funny. We have things to do. I have places to be. I'm gonna sit in this chair for like 3 hours. And I don't have the funny booby lady to make the cool stuff anymore. It's like, I don't think trials can be that funny anymore without her. You need the perpetual bottom to exist. Oh man, my finger slipped. Weird. Weird. I have no idea what that was about. Oh, hey, look, there's a bear.
Welcome.
Hello. What's wrong?
Ooh.
Move your asses. You don't want to see what I'll do to you if you keep father waiting.
Huh?
Why?
So you're not our friend anymore? You jerks must feel pretty slick using Monotaro's forgetfulness to befriend him.
Ah,
He just decided on his own that we're friends.
You bastards.
I won't let you guys trick him anymore. Because he's already forgotten. Oh. That's, Yeah, this is happening. I smacked the stuffing out of him. That's a very abusive relationship.
Really?
One of you guys is the culprit, right? I can't be in the same room as a killer. It's dangerous. I'm gonna lock myself in my room. Maybe even barricade it.
Anyway,
Let's get it started. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. Isn't that what the bear says? Hey guys, did you know that this is going to decide who killed this lovely lady? It could be one of the green ones. We'll fight for it in this class. I don't fuck this shit. Okay, we're not the plot ones yet. All right, we are not at plot cases. I will not skip as much in the next case, most likely. Everyone knows that Chapter 5 is where all the super shit comes up.
Now then,
All the important
let's
crap.
begin with the basic explanation.
Are you still tired?
Screw it. This is tiresome.
I like how me and Monokuma... Same page. I'm a little tired, man. We could, like... Have you ever thought we could just go hang out? I was thinking, man, we could go to Sonic. Pick up... I was thinking, like, grilled cheese with bacon, you know? Get that. Some tater tots. And they've got those blizzards. And you can put, like, candy in them. It would be great, Bear. Go do that. You pay. I have no money.
You need more motivation.
Yeah.
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
What?
You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
That's very forgiving.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Okay, Kaito, I don't know if you know. Let me get up to the mic here. Kaito, are you aware? Are you aware that you were in something called the Killing Game? And he's like, whoa, what game? It's like going. He goes to a basketball game. He's like, why are there balls here?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it? We can't die here!
Shut up.
Oh my! Himiko has become so determined! It's true! People really do change!
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
What? Say that to my face!
He's going to.
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Miu.
True. Whoever's the most common suspect at the very beginning isn't the culprit.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
That is suspicious. But he's not the culprit, because the plot demands him to not be. He's gotta die from his weird space cancer. Let's see. Are we gonna use the,
Kaito
Hold on, let's see what we got here. Victim was discovered at 6:30 a.m., no injuries. And what were the other ones? Poison. Okay. There's the poison. I don't remember the hammer. Okay.
logged out first by himself. Miu was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it! I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
We just got
What do you
started!
mean last words?
Kaito
Yeah,
logged out
her eyes should be
first by
bloodshot if
himself.
she took that poison, so
Miu was still logged
we'll
in,
just
though.
use this on the second thing.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito!
Alright, so welcome back to another edition of Danganronpa V3, a game that would be better if you could just pick the statements easily. You know why? Because they didn't dumb-proof this game for me. How dare they? How dare they?
That's when you poisoned her.
Thank you.
That's wrong!
I'm gonna hit you with my hair. It's pointy.
Mew wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
A broken heart? The real cause of death. Will we just present this? Oh wait, no, it doesn't actually show. It doesn't actually show it there. It was like what? Strangulation? Let's see. The hammer? Oh man, we're running out of time. Oh, this?
This is it!
Thank God.
Mew's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself. In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock.
God. Hey guys, I may have noticed this a little late, but
That's how they had to mark her photo, isn't it? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's real good.
That was made clear in the program's text file.
Mew received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
If you don't understand,
What?
then don't say anything.
thank you.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world,
Oh,
then
man.
the next thing we need to figure
I'm
out
tired of Gonta.
is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonta is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into two groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
Okay, you might be able to make up for Mew.
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Let's begin then.
No, it won't. You flat bitch. Alright, let's pin this down. Alright, poison bottle, her corpse,
In the virtual
cell
world,
phone.
Mew was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whatever did that to Mew was dropped right in the avatar.
Oops,
It has to be the
I forgot what
hammer.
buttons do what for a second.
We're
Having a
going to
stroke.
beat her with his bare hands.
Are
Ugh.
we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
Ooh, that might be
It's
there.
possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
Yeah. Given the way that she was positioned, it's clearly strangulation. I'll agree with the small girl with the weird mouth.
I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed.
I've had enough of this game and it's bullshit.
I mean, granted, I could have slowed down time there, but, you know, I'm also stupid, so... This is the part where people just hit the right arrow on their keyboard like, let's jump 5 seconds. Ah! Hello!
I agree. Miu's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
Right. And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Miu was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation.
Sometimes you gotta, like, look at her outfit. Specifically all the straps on her thighs to go, man, putting on clothes must have been a bitch.
Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth.
It's like if you want to have sex with her, you're basically just unlocking 18 locks. It's like, let me get the grand treasure.
But Miu was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh, the assassin master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world? If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
But was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
I found it during the investigation. Something else. Toilet paper? Oh, toilet paper can't break.
This is it!
If it can't break, you can just wrap that around and just keep
During
pulling.
the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
That's hilarious. Who the fuck dies to toilet paper?
I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
I feel like I have to circumvent the comments that are going to be like, she died to toilet paper because she's shit.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Oh, out of all the people to want to have a
What do you
showdown
mean,
with me,
Shuichi?
you are going to pick Gonta. Are you fucking kidding me?
Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
Alright, fine, let's have you do the rebuttal showdown blade super dupers. Killing game sim,
no time for
nothing
nonsense.
breaks. That's just
No
going to be the
toilet
answer.
Paper in place of rope. Would tear too easy. Even Gonta know that. And Gonta
Oh,
not
it's in the
smart.
beginning.
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
You died such an awful death. So why you not take this seriously? You call yourself ultimate detective?
Yeah.
Use your head! Figure out real murder weapon!
There you go. Push us back. This is the first time in this game, at least, that they've done this, where it's like,
No time
yo, it's
for
in the first
nonsense.
one. That threw me off.
You know can use toilet paper in place of rope!
You can.
Would tear too easy!
There.
I'll cut through your words.
I did not expect that. Trying to keep you guessing.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Breakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
I didn't have to beat the comments, I had to beat this bitch.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
If the culprit meant to get rid of the evidence, they did a poor job of it. There's a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Yeah.
That's it! Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
Oh yeah, when she was leaking.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why she do that?
Mew brought the hammer for sure, but what'd she need it for? Yeah, we need to make that clear.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Kill
Maybe use it
Kokichi in
to
a
break
meeting?
down a wall?
Uses for a hammer. Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
Probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
Well,
You idiot!
That's probably it. alright, let's rush back to that.
What was she trying to do with it?
It's funny that he brings it up when he's the one that was meeting with her.
Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer! She
Probably
probably
just brought
for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up
You
and
motherfuckers.
tried to kill them with it.
Your words are hiding away from me.
I think every single one of these so far in this case, in this trial, I have fucked up.
Uses for a hammer. Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer! She probably just brought it for self-defense.
She secretly met up with
I have won.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Oh, that works.
Wait, so Miu called Kokichi?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
He's all excited at the prospect of his own death. Confess her love for Kokichi. And use the hammer if he turned her down. Oh, jeez. She's like, yeah. I think the situation may have been a bit different.
Oh no!
So much for the ultimate detective. Well, clearly it was gonna make Kokichi kill someone. Duh. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, sorry, I just wanted to fuck around because I have 5 hearts. Who's gonna kill Kokichi?
That's it! She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Sure, if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Okay, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the world's longest fucking minigame. Which I forgot I have to turn on the accelerator for. Yeah, KZ, just fucking jerk the stick. I do much better on auto. Ow. Okay. Deep breath. Oh, nice, look at the fucking badass photo. We're like, yeah. These graphics look better than... they look better than 0 Times 11. Because some people are like, that's not fair. It was made to be a 3DS game. And I'm like, you're right. I'm just an unfair boy. Need something to talk about while I wait for... 2... Oh, that's probably 2 letters over there. Who tried to kill Kokichi? Go right down the middle. I am terrible. Fuck that car. Did you see that? I fucking juked it. Who tried to kill Kokichi? Do we really need the other letter? Well, if you insist. Who tried to kill Kokichi? Alright. What are your choices? Man, to be honest, all 3 of these people would probably do it, and I'd be like, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Kaito, causing trouble. Kibo, he's been bullied. Miu, I mean, insert clips of every time he's been mean to her. Like, bitch lit cum dumpster. Bitch lit somehow is the best one. Who was... why was? I guess that's what they're trying to ask me. But now there's another space there. Where was Miu trying to kill Kokichi? I guess that would be the roof of the mansion. But we'll have to find out through this edition of Thinking Time. Sponsored by Bud Light. Oh, the virtual world. Look at their heads bob. It's neat. Next question. Look at those boobies. She's like, hey, look at me, the boobies. Well, traffic isn't very good today. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend I know what's up in that text up there. Not a fucking clue. Why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? That's that's the question of the hour. I'm gonna assume that that bottle of poison was there because he's a piece of shit. That is vague enough for me to be correct 100% of the time. Thinking time! What are my possible choices here? It was misplaced to divert attention. To divert attention. Oh, surprise, surprise, Kokichi's trying to be weird.
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
Oh, no. She's the one that laid the poison to, oh. That also makes sense because she's retarded and wouldn't read the symptoms.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
What? Miu was the one who put that poison bottle there?
Usually when someone's revealed to have murderous intent, but they die anyway in these games, like, kind of like in Danganronpa 1's first case, you're kind of like, ah, good, that person was a piece of shit. But in Miu's case, it's like, it was Kokichi, though.
No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
What? No, there's nothing weird about it. Can we move on? Please?
When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
No.
And then what? She logged back in?
Don't think so.
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out?
Oh yeah, her
at all?
login, logout records are inconsistent.
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then Miu couldn't have played.
There.
That's wrong!
We have specific records that give us all the details.
It was Miu who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
I don't remember the exact details, but still.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
Yeah. Are those hours? They look like it, but I don't feel like we spent 6 hours there. I guess we did. Regardless, yeah, she had 2 minutes. That's enough time to
That's right.
grab it from
It
your
says
pocket
that
and
Miu
toss
was
it
the last
over.
of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
Are you
She
fucking
logged in
dense?
She would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Miu's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Miu used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
Use the cell phone.
This is it!
Wow, she really
It was
set
the
this
cell
up.
phone found by Miu's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Yep, he logged out right from our test.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting.
Yeah, alright, sure.
Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
Ugh. My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
It's too painful. Don't go for it.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted.
I mean, true. But it's also pretty clear that you have something to do with this actual murder.
And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder. Because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
You'll understand eventually. It's really awesome. You'll love it.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma.
Yeah, you've basically been using all of his lines. Did you steal all of his abilities? Is this like in Space Jam where they had the magic basketball and they made Charles Barkley shitty? Did you do that to the bear?
Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? Hoo, 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 hoo. There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, kinda.
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
I remember. You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locked the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked, so you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
That was... man.
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First, we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go? Or was she never on the roof at all? Let's spin around and find out. Woo!
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
Hold on, what is your account? While you were searching for the secret of the outside world. Okay.
If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
It's okay, man. You alright.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have...
Yeah, but the account says window.
That's wrong!
What? Huh?
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
Must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
What's the reason?
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
Stop doing that.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
You would, to be honest.
Shut up!
Just let me do this and we can fit it into one video. I'm positive that Miu used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. I just gotta figure it out. It's the wall!
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic.
No.
Or she used a warp zone.
Your hairstyle's bad.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across. I suppose it is possible she used that to change.
It's gotta be that.
Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
Alright. Let's get back over to that.
You use some kind of vehicle to go over. Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone. Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only.
Oops. Didn't mean
I
to.
suppose it is possible.
God
she
damn it.
used that-
I trapped myself. I slowed down too early. I assumed it was wrong because there was no V icon.
Or instead of bridge, you use some kind of vehicle to go over. Or maybe she teleported with magic.
I'm so sorry.
Or she used a warp zone.
I'm so
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
so sorry.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
There. I don't
I agree.
care. Whatever gets us to it.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't
through.
be naive, Shuichi.
Why are you wasting my time?
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, you set up a weird wall like that?
Yeah?
That is suspicious. But it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
I don't like you.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Okay. Wata. Please don't be in the first round again.
What we gotta figure out is how
one of
Mew
these.
got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about the... It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Okay.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through.
Uh-huh.
So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after
Son
all.
of a bitch.
You get it? So let's go through this one more time. Wall Mew set up only lets
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
I disagree. Mew is an object.
The wall
In the
wasn't
virtual.
only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Boom!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, it does.
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? 'Cause Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world, literally.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied. Huh.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
That was a delayed Move on. Move on.
Kichi, you don't have to go that far.
He doesn't, but I appreciate that he did.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Oh god, he remembered.
Monotaro? Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh my god.
Oh, shoot!
She's like, ah, damn it! It's my fault!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Oh, this is stupid.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The events that led us here. We'll just have to look at all of the things. All of the different things in this list. And they will tell me. I hope so. The loud noise?
This is it!
Thank God, that was just a blind guess.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Okay. Yeah, what was that? That was scary.
Hmm? You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
You heard my voice too?
Yeah.
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, going to not mean it like that.
Aww.
There's no
They're
need
making
to
up.
apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it?
I thought you're
Shinichi?
supposed to believe in everybody, Kaito. Practice what you preach, douchebag. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, Minesweeper. Neat. Looks like we got a kitchen over there. Oh hey, it's the thing. It's the Mirai Hills sign. Let's just shred these a little bit. Very good.
I see it! The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
And she's like, "Oh no, I dropped it in the
later,
water."
But there was something unnatural about it.
It was placed in the other direction. Oh my god, fuck this game. Alright, I know exactly what it is, but let's play a 4-minute long mini game. It's fine, I gotta be engaged or something, I guess. It's just like, I know. I got it while investigating. The water crosses over like a Pac-Man map. So, it trailed off in one direction and then crossed over on the other side so that if you dropped it and the sign was supposed to go in one direction, it would then cross over to the left and end up on the left side of that rock. It's simple as that. This isn't like the Da Vinci Code, guys. This ain't like National Treasure where I gotta steal the Declaration of Independence. When are we getting National Treasure 3, by the way? Like, there was a cliffhanger in that third one. Like, come on, Nick Cage. Come on, Disney. I've been wanting this for years. What point was this, at which point was it swept away? Oops! At which point was it swept away? The river. It was swept away at the river. Duh. That was a moment of KZ talking about National Treasure 3 hypothetically happening, and not actually reading the question till right when the fucking people were in front of me. Can you stop running away from me, Blocks? Can you not do that? You motherfuckers. You will feel my wrath and letters. They're weaving. I'm getting juked. I don't even think OJ did it. I don't know why I said that. Do you think OJ Simpson would like Danganronpa? Sound off on your opinions in the comments down below. Where is the end of the river? I don't actually know. It depends on what answers you give me, to be honest. Your answers are... chapel side. Yeah, you give me a little kissy. I'm sorry. I'm spoiling my audience too much there. Next. Please don't sue Mario Kart. Feel like I mentioned that before, but still. Gotta throw that out there. Well, at least they're adding more cars. Attempting to challenge me a little bit here. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? Mansion side. I'm assuming mansion side's what they're gonna ask. Instead of, like, left of the rocks. And look at that, KZ was right. Oh, my femurs! Oh god, there's 4 questions. What am I doing just wilding out like this? Also, it looks like you have fuel. And I'm like, how do you just run out? How dumb do you have to be? That narrow piece of rope was kind of neat. That was different. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? Okay, it floated against it. Look at all these ladies. Well, I'm never getting those minutes back.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know. But Shuichi should know, right?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know Shuichi?
Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Yeah.
This is it!
This is it, guys!
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
Yeah, how could it end up on the other side? It's a little Pac-Man thingy.
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
Okay. Well...
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
He might be onto something there. Had the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end upstream. Okay. They connect.
That's it! What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
What if it counts both of them as one, though?
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
Why?
What are you talking about now?
Yeah. Same wall.
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us.
Shh, it's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch!
No, it's not. We're not even at
Both
the intermission
river
yet.
and wall are connected. Then you can find the secret. Shirichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
We have to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Alright. What is the unique feature of the virtual world? Okay, world. World. Loops? Oh yeah, because if the place loops, then it would loop in on itself. I get what they're trying to say then. I'm dead and I'm a big boy.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream,
Woo! 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 There we go.
and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
It's the loading bar.
There! The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map. But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion.
This is fucking weird.
The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
impressive, Shuichi!
What are you doing?
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
He's the ultimate supreme leader. I would hope so.
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center, which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
This is all a trap.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
Yeah, what is his plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. We have to find the culprit who killed Miu. Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve, if we can't find the culprit, it will be for nothing. Are we done? Is this like the end of the first part? I think it is. Who used Miu's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Miu? I don't know.